Magandang araw mga kaibigan. Bigyan natin ng reaction opinion itong balita ng Fox News. Posted 2 hours ago. Nakakabahala dahil rumesbak na po ang Iran sa US. Kahapon, binomba ng US ang 3 nuclear facilities ng Iran. O ngayon, umatake naman ang Iran sa US sa isang US Air Force Base sa Qatar. Pakinggan natin itong balitang ito.
Now switch to Israel. Go to our chief foreign correspondent Trey Hicks. He's live in Tel Aviv with the latest, not only from Israel, but what do you make of the fact that this appeared to be a pretty limited response, Trey?
Yeah, John, good afternoon. We're getting more information from regional sources right now on this Iranian attack targeting the Al Udeid air base just outside of Doha, Qatar. The latest information that we have, according to the Qatari Foreign Ministry, they say these missiles were intercepted over the Qatari capital of Doha. They say there are no injuries on the ground, and the Qataris are condemning this attack launched by Iran. This is significant but not unexpected. The distance between Qatar and Iran is just over 100 nautical miles. And this is a large base, the largest American base in the region. And it had largely been evacuated, according to one source that we spoke with before this attack took place. The Americans understood that Qatar, Kuwait, and Bahrain could be on the top target list for the Iranians in any sort of response following those strikes that were ordered by President Trump to go after Iranian nuclear facilities over the weekend. We're working to get some confirmation about reports that American bases in Iraq may have been targeted. But again, the information that we have about the Gulf is significant. There are air defense systems in Qatar, both the THAAD missile defense system and the Patriot system. And according to some initial video that we reviewed from sources in Doha, it looks like, if not all, but the majority of these incoming missiles were shot down overhead. In terms of what led up to this, we know earlier today the U.S. Embassy in Doha sent out an alert to American citizens in Qatar to shelter in place. Shortly after that, the airspace over this country was closed. You could see on flight radar maps a number of flights diverting to other regional airports. And again, that condemnation coming in from the Qataris. We're also monitoring Iranian state media at this hour, who says that they launched this attack, calling it the Annunciation of Victory. Iranian state media also saying their military says this was a devastating and powerful attack. This is not unexpected propaganda to receive from the regime in Tehran, but again, an indication that the Iranians are looking to save face following this U.S. strike that went after their nuclear facilities over the weekend. Other regional countries, including Kuwait, Bahrain, and the UAE, do remain on high alert at this hour over concern that there could be further attacks on U.S. interests in the region. Of course, the Fifth Fleet in Bahrain. There are also thousands of American forces in Kuwait. And then the possibility that Iraq could be targeted as well. I can take you back to 2020 when the Americans ordered that drone strike against Qasem Soleimani outside of Baghdad's international airport. The Iranians responded then with 13 ballistic missiles against the Ain al-Assad air base in western Iraq. And so, of course, missile defense systems across the region remain on high alert. Again, the Americans knew this was a possibility and largely evacuated much of their personnel from these areas. John, Sandra?
All right, just going through the Qatar response here. Qatar saying it reserves the right to respond after this Iranian attack. As John just reported, Qatar is saying no casualties from that attack at the U.S. military base. Thank goodness. And the top security body there, Iran's top security body there, is saying the armed forces used the same number of bombs that the U.S. had used in attacking Iran's nuclear facilities. That is per the latest statement that we've been digesting, Trey. Please do weigh in on that. As John and I were just discussing, is what we're seeing, is this evidence of diminished capabilities on the part of Iran?
Look, the types of missiles that the Iranians are likely using against American interests in Qatar, as Jennifer noted, are some from their shorter range arsenal. Cruise missiles or possibly medium range ballistic missiles, but not the same missiles that they were using over the past 11 days to target major Israeli population centers. A Qatari source just sending me another statement that I do want to just read here live. From a spokesman for Qatar's foreign minister saying, "We reaffirm that dialogue is the only way to overcome the current crisis and ensure the security in the region and the peace of its people remains. And so the Qataris still, amid all of this, encouraging diplomacy and dialogue in the region. They have been one of the leaders in the Middle East over the past more than 600 days, trying to de-escalate regional tension, bring all parties to the table, and ultimately find some sort of off-ramp, ceasefire agreements, or at least temporary understandings. But as this war develops between Israel and Iran, there is concern that this could spiral and continue, because we heard from President Trump directly, we heard from Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, that any attack on American interests in the region would be met with a response. Everyone from American officials to current and former Israeli officials warned Iran against such an attack taking place. Now, while this is limited in nature, it certainly does bring this entire conflict into
Yan po, ang nakakabala, mag-spiral o kakalat. Tatagal pa ang gerang ito. Okay, summarize natin na. Noong isang araw, binomba ng US ang 3 nuclear facility ng Iran at sabi ng US, naging successful. Sabi naman ng Iran, wala daw, entrance at exit gate lang daw ang nasira. Those are part of propaganda, no? So ngayon, rumesbak ang Iran. Tinarget niya ang US Air Force Base sa Qatar, but according to this report, sa taas pa lang, sinalubong na ng air defense system ng US at walang nasaktan dahil hindi siya bumagsak sa lupa. Binangga sa taas, kaya pumutok sa taas, walang nasaktan. Ganon po ang pangyari. So, tayo sa Pilipinas, talagang apektado tayo. I think ngayong araw na ito, Martes, magsimula na yung sobrang taas na increase sa fuel. 5 pesos sa diesel and then mas mababa sa gasolina. So, yun po, apektado tayo. Lalo na ang mga OFWs natin sa Middle East. Yung buhay nila nakataya, yung mawawalan pa sila ng trabaho. So, bakit nagkakaganito? Ito na po, these are the signs of the second coming of the Lord Jesus Christ. Predicted na yan sa Bible na wars, and you will hear wars and rumors of wars. Nangyayari na. Kaya, anong gagawin natin? Let's prepare ourselves to kung ano mang mangyari. Paano? Pagbalik ng Panginoon is He will save ang mga taong nagtiwala sa Kanya, may nananampalataya, at parusahan ang hindi nanampalataya. So, ABC. Yun po ang good news ng Panginoong Hesus. A. Accept that you are a sinner. B. Believe. Maniwala na namatay at nabuhay muli ang Panginoong Hesus para sa kapatawaran ng inyo at ang aking kasalanan. And C. Commit. Surrender our lives to the Lordship of Jesus Christ. Kung ano man ang mangyari sa buhay natin, we are sure of being reunited back with God in heaven. Okay, salamat mga kaibigan sa inyong pagsubaybay sa ating channel. Nakakatulong kayo ng malaki sa Tribong Talandig ng Bukidnon. Dahil ang sweldo natin sa channel na ito is pantulong natin sa tribo. Namimigay tayo ngayon ng libreng yero at pako para makapagpatayo ng mas maayos na tirahan ang Tribong Talandig. Panoorin nyo ang video na ito.
Ang natagaan na mo, Ogero. Mag-atop na ni siya kayo. Guys, thank you. Thank you so much. Og karon mauna ni siya ang atupan. Nga gipatindog nga bagong balay, so mag-atop na ni siya kaya tagaan naman siya Gero. Og karon managod sa pag-atop og nindot na gyud siya nga tan-awon.
Salamat sa Ginoo o sa nag-sponsor ani ug ginatunta nga dagan pa iyang matabangan nga mga tao. Salamat kaayo. Ginatunta nga daghan pa ang iyang matabangan o kay daghan pa ang nanginanglan nga sama sa amo ang tabangan ni.
Oo. Pila na gani mo ka balay ang natabangan din ni Ogero?
73 ka buok ang tabangan diri sa
Oo. 73 na kabalay ang natabangan din ni sa inyong lugar, apan dagan pa ang nanginahanglan nga sama ninyo.
dagan pa kaayo ang nangyayang sa
Tabang. Oo. Sige, salamat kayo.
salamat sad kayo sa nag-sponsor ani, salamat sa Ginoo.
Mm.
Kung wala ang Ginoo, walay kuan ani.
Mm. Og karon human na sila sa ilang balay ug nagpasalamat sila sa Ginoo og sa nagtabang ani og salamat pod sa nagtabang sa among katribo nga Talaanlig. Salamat and God bless.